Welcome back, YouTube pipe smokers. Muttnchop Piper here. Well, today, as the title says, we're going to beat this horse one last time. We're going to go back over utilizing the breath method of smoking your pipe. Let's get into this. Okay, so why am I going back through and doing another video about the breath method? Well, I've gotten several comments from people who are still kind of confused about how to utilize the breath method. And in the past, I don't think I've explained it well enough. So this video is primarily for new pipe smokers and for those intermediate pipe smokers that are struggling with utilizing the breath method. So how did I figure out a new way to explain the breath method? Well, I sat myself down and I said, okay, is there something that the breath method can correlate to or is the same as? And I thought and I thought, and I figured it out. I said, oh yeah, it's clear as the nose on my face. Utilizing the breath method is the same as using mouthwash. Let me explain. Okay, so when you use mouthwash, it's kind of hard for me to explain because, I'd have to have mouthwash with me. Is you close off your mouth, get a good seal, and then you swish the mouthwash around in your mouth. Now, if you do it for any length of time, 1 or 2 minutes, you're not going to hold your breath for that amount of time. You're going to be breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. You're doing it subconsciously because you're concentrating on utilizing or using the mouthwash. So, it's a normal reflex. So, by doing that, it's the same action as utilizing the breath method. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go step by step for you new pipe smokers and you other pipe smokers that are struggling with trying to understand how to utilize this method. So I've got an empty pipe here. If you want to come along with me on this ride, then get one of your pipes, make sure that it's clean, make sure that you don't have any dottle at the bottom, because you don't want to breathe in any flakes of tobacco while you're using your pipe. But we'll use an empty pipe, and then at the end I'll use a full burning pipe to kind of finish out the video. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going step by step. And one of the steps is going to be called the mouthwash action. So if I say mouthwash, I mean mouthwash action. So you're not utilizing any mouthwash while doing this. It's just the action you perform while you're using mouthwash. Okay, so let's get into this. The first thing you want to do is you want to create a good seal between the stem and your mouth. So what you need to do is take the stem, put it in your mouth, clench it like you would if you're smoking your pipe, and form a seal where no air can get in through your mouth. The way the breath method works, you do not breathe or you do not allow any air through your mouth. It's only in through your nose and out through your nose. So first step, get a good seal. Okay, got a good seal. Now, if you do this long enough, you're kind of holding your breath if you've got a good seal. So how are you going to breathe? That's right, through your nose. Good seal. Nothing's coming through my mouth. Nothing. Second step, we're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our nose. Not in through our mouth. Only through our nose, out through our nose. So let's do that. Now, from here on, I'm going to be performing these actions. I'm going to be exaggerating these actions that I'm performing. The reason why is because I want you to hear and I want you to understand the actions that I'm performing And then at the end, I'll show you how we can combine all three of these actions into a single way of smoking your pipe. So here we go. First step, get a good seal. Second step, breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Now you can practice it with me if you've got a pipe. Practice it. Good seal, in through your nose, out through your nose. Okay. Now, the third step is the action where you would use if you've got mouthwash in your mouth, called the mouthwash action. Now, please, again, don't put any mouthwash in your mouth and use this. It's just the action you use while you would have mouthwash in your mouth. So, again, I'm going to do this exaggerated because I need you to hear how what it sounds like. Now, because my pipe is empty, I'm going to be forcing some air, I don't think it's air, I think it's pressure. I'm going to be forcing pressure through the pipe, and you'll hear it kind of make a squeaky noise. So that's how you know you're kind of doing it right. So here we go. Third step is mouthwash action. First step, get a good seal. Second step, breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Third step, like I said, I'm going to do this exaggerated, is mouthwash action. Good seal. In through your nose, out through your nose. Mouthwash action. Did you hear that? Did you hear the air being the pressure going in and out? I did it quite quickly, but that's what you're doing. You're using the mouthwash action while you're smoking your pipe. So again, let's do it again. Seal. In through your nose, out through your nose. Mouthwash action. Okay, got it? Okay, so those are the three steps. Now, the way you do this is you slow it way down. Okay, in the final step you'll see. So the great thing about the breath method is by utilizing that mouthwash action, you can control the heat of the bowl utilizing this action. How do we do that? Okay, so the first step you're going to do is when you light your pipe, you're going to get the false light, you're going to get the ash bed, and you're going to get your ember going. Then you're going to settle into the breath method. So as you utilize the breath method, you're going to be drawing in when you breathe in, pushing out as you breathe out. So I'm going to slow the action down so you can see what I'm talking about. Again, good seal, breathe in and out. Now, first let's do this. I want you to breathe, just breathe normally. Without a pipe in your mouth, just sit there and breathe. Through your nose and out your nose. Don't breathe in through your mouth, only in through your nose, out through your nose. Just normally, just relaxing, just in through your nose, out through your nose. Okay, so now we're going to do that, but we're going to do the extreme part of we're going to do the extreme part of the mouthwash action. Now, this is not going to be the final result, but I just want you to understand how this works. So, good seal. Normally, breathe through your nose and out through your nose. Now I'm going to do the extreme mouthwash action in and mouthwash action out. Kind of getting a little bit of dottle down there. Okay, I'm breathing normally. It's kind of hard to do, but I'm breathing normally and I'm utilizing the mouthwash action in and out, but I'm slowing it way down. Now, the good thing about this action is that you can turn one of the actions off. So you start utilizing the breath method, and you're utilizing it. You're doing the you're breathing in and out, doing the mouthwash action in, mouthwash action out. All of a sudden, you start to feel like your tongue's getting a little hot. Well, you can turn off mouthwash action in and just utilize the mouthwash action out. Okay, so here's what goes on. Once you get an ash bed and an ember, that ember will start to burn the tobacco. Now, depending on the amount of oxygen that you're pulling through will depend on how hot that ember will get. So the faster you draw in, the hotter that tobacco will burn. So how do you stop that burn from being so hot? You stop drawing on the pipe. And as you use the mouthwash action back, it's actually cooling that tobacco. It's causing that tobacco to not burn quite as fast. So, good seal, in through your nose, out through your nose. And you notice, hey, I'm getting a little bit of, I can feel my, I can feel heat getting on my tongue. So I'm going to shut off the drawing or the mouthwash action in and just utilize the mouthwash action out. Good seal. In through your nose, out through your nose, and just cut off the drawing in and just utilize the mouthwash action out. So here we go. Okay, now what I've done is I have stopped drawing on the tobacco, which means that the ember is no longer burning at a higher rate. Because I'm blowing through, it's sort of cooling or calming or lessening that ember from burning so hot. Once, and how do you gauge that? How do you know that you have cooled the tobacco down enough? It's by holding your pipe. So you start to feel that burn, you touch your bowl and you're like, oh man. Now it won't be that extreme, but it will be warmer than normal. So cut off the mouthwash action in and just utilize the mouthwash action out. And after, I don't know, 3 or 4 of doing that, you'll touch your bowl and notice that it's cooled down. Now you can go back to drawing in or utilizing the mouthwash action in. Okay, so your purpose here is to make sure that your bowl stays cool. Make sure the tobacco burns cool. kind of a weird saying, tobacco burning cool, but that's what you want. And you can, like I said, you can coax that out of the pipe by utilizing that mouthwash action in and out. If it gets too hot, then you can shut off that mouthwash action in. Now on reverse, if all of a sudden you notice that that all of a sudden it's starting to go out, then you can do the opposite. You can utilize the mouthwash action in and shut off the mouthwash action out. Okay, it's about to go out, so I do this. Good seal, breathe in and out. But I only utilize the breath method or the mouthwash action in. Now it will lightly filter back through, but you understand what I'm saying. What you're trying to do is you're trying to stoke that ember to where it's little at first, and as you do the breath method and it'll slowly gain speed, and it will start to burn the tobacco. But don't do it too fast, because if you do, it will cause you to get more of a tongue bite feel, and it will burn too hot. So let's go over these steps one last time. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you utilize it using an actual tobacco filled pipe. So here we go. Good seal. In through your nose, out through your nose. Mouthwash action in, mouthwash action out. Okay, there you go. Now, I'm gonna smoke an actual pipe with tobacco in it, and I want you to understand that this action is after you utilize, or after you get the pipe going. So once the pipe is going, that's when you settle into this breath method. So it's going to take a little bit for you to do your false light, get your true light, which is your ash bed, and then get your ember going. Once that's done, then I want to show you what it looks like when you are settling into the breath method. So here we go. And now, like I've talked about in other videos, it may take you a couple of times to get your true ash bed. Usually takes me 2 or 3 times. Okay, I think I got it. Now, watch this. Watch, if you can see it, watch the smoke come out of the bowl here. That's how gentle you need to be when you're doing the breath method. So you're settling into the breath method now. Good seal, in through the nose, out through the nose, and mouthwash out, mouthwash in. See that? See how it worked? See, you don't want to, remember when we were doing it extremely, like, you do that and you're going to blow this tobacco. It's going to shoot like a rocket out of your bowl. Lightly implement that mouthwash action in and mouthwash action out. Now, you notice how when I smoke my pipe, I draw it in, utilize the breath method, I utilize that mouthwash action in and out. Every so often, I'll let some smoke come out of my mouth. You can actually do the breath method and never blow one bit of smoke out of your mouth. The smoke that you're drawing in through the stem, you're actually pushing back through the pipe. So if you don't want to, you don't have to blow any smoke out of your mouth at all. I do it because, I don't know, I just enjoy doing that. But you don't have to. And sometimes you may have to draw, you may have to utilize the mouthwash action in a little bit more forcefully to get enough smoke in your mouth to blow out. So let me show you. That. See? Now, if you're doing it correctly, you feel your bowl. It's not hot at all. It's nice and just warm. I'm breathing calmly. As I breathe in, mouthwash action in. Breathe out, mouthwash action out. Just a little bit of smoke coming out. Well, there you go. That is the best way that I can explain utilizing the breath method. If you want to know the tobacco I was smoking, it's my summer blend, which is Old Shenandoah Appalachian Berry, which I think now is called Appalachian Harvest. So this has changed to Appalachian Harvest. I tried to see if I could find some. I couldn't. Everybody was out, so maybe that's a lot of other people's blends as well. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Until my next video, I want to wish you and your family happy piping.